One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the Uconn Huskies. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Uconn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Uconn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Duke's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Caught in the backfield, it's King. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. So if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Bell. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to fire. That's reeled in, it's Burton. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line, it's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Huskies! All of that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end.
The second down pass complete to the tight end. No gain on the play.
That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
7-2-0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Uconn going back to work on offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Uconn will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
4 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's 30. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. With the catch, it's Brown. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it to him on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Huskies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Uconn will have to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Uconn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Uconn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hansen. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Going to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Give to Brown. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burton. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Bounced off his feet.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Just feeds the running back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finding an escape route. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Duke.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Uconn offense goes back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Uconn will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And this is not what they expect in terms of performance from their quarterback. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards. Wide open spaces. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Between the uprights, it's good. Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Uconn going back to work on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll snap it from the 39, and the kicker will need a 56-yarder to give his team a chance to win. And he missed it. No good. After the miss here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for him, and this one hurts because if he makes that, obviously his team takes the lead.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they're on top here in overtime. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
17, Uconn 10.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
He runs out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. Finally dragged down. He picked up the first down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Let's go. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Husky. They got it in, and now an extra a point away from the tie.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they tacked on the extra point.
That ties the game.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Uconn is now threatening in the red zone. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Huskies! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
That keeps the score. Uconn 23-17.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield.
Throws toward the end zone. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.